that that cut out as soon as you wanted to watch the cutscene.
No, it's good.
Oh, there's just a restart button. That's kind of funny. Alright, observe.
Hey, your HP ain't looking so good.
No, he did one attack.
I see. Ah, gotta look out for those humanoid bosses.
Pretty much. That was all of my health.
How many games is that true for? Because obviously it's the Dark Souls.
I feel like
game.
all of them. Wow, that move really is freaking annoying.
Is it just coincidence that you keep living at like 1 HP, or do you have a thing?
I have an
that's making
ability.
you stay? Okay.
Yeah. It says I can go to 1 health but then not die. Right.
Yeah.
Some like
Is there a limit for the number of times that can happen during a fight?
I have to read the ability exactly. It's like, I think it says like if like a big crazy death hit hits you, I'm gonna die here. So I leaf bracer through it. Show me that other health bar, bastard. Fuck. Yeah. So there you go. That's the Sephiroth fight. It didn't even get to the hard part yet.
Oh yeah. Form 2.
Yeah, there's a part where he just starts raining meteors down. So
Don't call me surprised.
This Keyblade so cool looking. Alright. I guess we should go finish the game now. Oh wait, I wanted to try the other boss. The other boss was the one I think I theoretically might be able to beat, but there is also a purple jar out here I can open because I beat her, Hades Cup.
Purple jar, you say?
Yes, it has an orichalcum in it. It's like a little Hades Cup jar base. What does her cap to say? You know, last time, but next time won't be so easy. I beat you alone every single time, Hades or Hercules. You know the rules, right? All right, platinum match. I want the gold match. You can unlock the platinum match before you do the gold match. It's kind of funny. There we go. Do it.
Games Done Quick is doing Mario Party, which seems very not speedrun to me, but who am I to say? Oh, I see. They're doing Twitch Plays Mario Party.
Oh, that's kind of funny. Kind of like that.
They cannot win a single minigame, I can't imagine. Is this just you fight a bunch of the Titans on this one? Or is it just Frost Titan?
You just fight Ice Titan. You just, it's a lot of, like, management, like, timing blocking, because he can't actually get up there and hit him. Oh, he kept hitting me because I think I was too low. But also,
how do you smack him?
Once you hit reflect enough ice missiles back at him, he
Sits there and he's like, oh man, I'm tired. And then he hit his leg.
He falls over and he can hit his head for like about 6 seconds, and then he gets back up. You do most of the damage from reflecting the things, but also, I am not stacking.
What are those bosses?
Yeah. World exit. Alright. Let's end this. Here to block this whack-ass mix-up. Do 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 do. World Terminus, I think, is the place I want to go to. Winnie the Pooh, baby.
Oh, Robin.
Christopher Robin. You know, like Winnie the Pooh is now like public domain or something.
Today's Winnie the Pooh Day, actually.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, happy Winnie the Pooh Day.
That is your stream title.
Happy Winnie the Pooh Day. Now people can date when the stream happened.
Yeah, because everyone knows when Winnie the Pooh Day is.
Yeah. Go this way. So in this little hallway area that you'll see I'm in a bit, you'll see a bunch of like ruined, broken stuff and some like glowy portals. It's all like the other worlds that have been like destroyed by the Heartless. So it's like this particular one is like Sleeping Beauty's world. And I think this one's Snow White's, because it's like a forest.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and I'm assuming this is Cinderella's because the other two.
So worlds that they wanted to do but didn't have time, and also the limitations of it being an old video game.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. I do have grab again now, which is kind of nice for this. Ooh. Hurt. Oh, come on, Behemoth. Don't be like that.
Who's this fella?
This is Behemoth.
Just a mini boss?
Yeah. He was like the boss of Hollow Bastion. He's like the last boss you fight in Hollow Bastion, and then he just kind of becomes like a normal enemy after that. You fight like weaker versions of him throughout everything.
There's a fall from grace whenever you see one of those.
Yeah, right? That's like the Chaos area in Dark Souls 1, where it's just like Taurus demons and Capra demons everywhere.
It'll be sad if they ever make a Silver Knight boss fight in Dark Souls, and then it's like, oh, so all the other ones are just like posers.
That'd be funny if like the first boss of like a Dark Souls game was just like a Black Knight.
Well, we got Ludwig Skundir.
Yeah, kinda. And then he becomes rats.
That's not rats, that's just like the stuff.
Oh, I thought it was rats.
No, all that is just like, alright, it's Iudex. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Edex, or whatever, yeah. The Abyss.
Yeah, it's, well, you're right, it is just Abyss.
Abyss
That's
junk
what that
juice.
stuff is, yeah.
Yeah, but
Dark Souls 3 had a whole bunch of just like weird creatures. It had the angels in Ring City. It had
angels were cool.
The
they were annoying, but they were cool.
Yeah, the pilgrims that are like you know the little turtle shell dudes.
Yeah.
They turn into the giant moth creatures during the Dragon Slayer armor fight.
Oh really?
Yep, that's those guys. That's what their pilgrimage is for, so that they can turn into them.
That's cool.
Mhm.
I'm happy for them that they got what they wanted.
Looks like there's a theory that they're like kind of a premature version of the Moonlight Butterflies.
That makes sense. I mean, that's kind of what they look like.
The Grand Archives. Or they're just hollows.
Yeah, which is, you know, I made my purpose happen. I will now die. As all Dark Souls characters do.
Yeah, it's pretty much the Abyss. They you know, they're more
Abyss juice.
verbose way of putting it in the Dark Souls like text for one of the for the Grand Archives key is that it's the spreading pus of man tainting the castle.
Ah, that's right. Because, yeah, the element of man is, like, dark, right?
Yeah. Man sucks.
Man, I hate men.
Don't we all?
And I wish these enemies would stay still. Good news is my allies are lasting longer, so I might actually get through this gauntlet this time. If you can beat this gauntlet, you can probably beat Ansem.
I know Dark Souls 3 is like the one that's like the most confusing to put in terms of timeline stuff because like
You go
certain
back in
events
time.
of it. Yeah. But I don't like I understand the basis behind it, but I don't get the theory of like Dark Firelink Shrine is in the past because it's you literally just go there.
Yeah.
Like you don't even technically have to act, well, I mean, until you get down to Cyrus, you don't have to take like a bonfire to get there. So
There you go.
you can just punch out a fake wall and then you're like, boom, look, I'm here.
Look at that.
Like you didn't pass out, there was no like cutscene or anything, you just kind of...
We're carried off in a dark cart after a blacking out scene and end up in Skyrim.
You don't hop in that guy's back cage to go down to the mound makers.
Don't pretend to be an egg in a nest.
Don't do a dragon yoga pose.
Yeah.
On a mat.
You don't contact some aliens.
Just simply don't have the invitation to the castle.
Yeah.
What is it? What's the name of that family? Oh, it's gonna bother me.
Resident Evil.
From Bloodborne.
From Bloodborne? Oh, Canehurst.
Canehurst.
Yeah, Jack
I
just
feel
did
really
it.
bad for not remembering that. Because one of my players in my original D&D campaign named his character Henrik Canehurst because he's like my Soulsborne addicted friend.
Ah, okay.
It's like probably his like favorite series of all time, I'd have to imagine. Or
I mean,
series, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
fair franchise.
The FromSoft stuff. No.
Oh my god,
So
finally.
he named him Canehurst, and like that's how I actually learned about the whole like Canehurst thing being from Bloodborne. Because like he told me, he was like, I couldn't think of anything, so I just copied one of the names from Bloodborne. And I was like, I didn't know that was from Bloodborne, so he had me fooled.
In I go. There we go. Save. Did I level up at all during that? I didn't. Did my party members though?
Ghost is streaming too. I have to open up his thing as well.
Oh, how dare Ghost stream at the same time I do. Bastard.
I'm not offering preferential treatment. I have you both open.
That's fine. I accept it.
That's what Ghost is playing.
League of Legends.
Well, I mean like champion.
Champion? Oh. Senna.
No, it's Nico mid.
Oh, look at him.
What's he up against?
Victor.
Zed.
It was a good guess.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's playing Victor now, especially in pro play.
In pro play, yeah, but he's kind of got his Monster of the Week thing out of the way for our level,
queue.
I feel. Yeah.
He's just really good.
Yes. But even if something's really good, people eventually just kind of gravitate back to what they like to play.
Yeah, exactly. They have that,
at
like
least
you said,
normal.
Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
Alright. Huh? What's wrong? Don't you hear something? There. Careful, this isn't the last haven you'll find here.
Oh, he hit 6 before the Z though.
Beyond, there's no light to protect you. Yeah, but Zed's ult is better
It's
than
Zed.
Nico's ult.
Also,
So-
Zed can just W away before
yeah,
Nico
exactly.
ult goes off.
Yeah.
So
There's no light to protect you. But don't be afraid. Your heart is the mightiest weapon of all. Remember, you are the one who will open the door to the light. I don't hear anything. Strange. That voice was so familiar. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe you'd better take a rest. Here we go.
you know, I listened to Simple and Clean for like the first time like 2 days ago.
Really?
It's a really good song.
Yeah. I'm surprised you've never listened to it before, even if like just for like
No.
a meme.
No, I mean maybe, but like I didn't recognize it when I listened to it.
You just remind me I'm gonna have to mute this stream at one point. So here we are.
What do you
Back
mean?
on
Just
this
let the mouse come for you.
Yeah, right?
He's in this game after all. Hey, there's no bridge going over there. How am I gonna fight Riku?
I thought the bridge was here a second ago and it just like
Yeah,
faded away.
I think it did. Is there a wall there?
Yeah,
Oh, lame.
I think it wants me to. I remember it wants me to go over to where the cave was.
This world has been connected,
What was that?
tied to the darkness, soon to be completely eclipsed. There is so very much to learn. You understand so little.
Put in Ghost chat. Hey Ghost, I'm watching you, but I have you muted because I'm also watching Brendan's stream.
Who knows nothing can understand.
Just can you -1 when he misses a cannon for me?
Yeah, I'll watch. He's going down to Dragon right now. Oh, I saw this really funny All for One clip that was if Nico disguises herself as Nico, you know, it looks like Nico obviously,
Yeah.
but how did he oh, he ignited. Yeah, he's fine. But it was Nico trying to take Baron solo, but oh my god, I can't think because I'm watching League.
Take a look at
But
this
he was disguised as another Nico. So because the HP thing on
Heart-seeking
Nico's
freedom,
like disguise will like kind of lie about what HP it's at.
Mm-hmm.
Nico died, but it looked like it was at like 90% HP.
sought out to escape from his prison. He sought a way to cross over into other
Hey, who is
worlds,
this?
and he opened his heart to darkness.
Is it the man of the hour
It's
himself?
Riku. Oh no.
Riku!
Don't bother. Your voice can no longer reach him where he is. His heart belongs again to darkness. All worlds begin in darkness. And all so end. The heart is no
Was Riku
different.
like
Darkness sprouts within it.
chosen,
Grows,
or was there like some amount of
consumes it.
darkness already in his heart?
Such is its nature. In the end,
Riku already. Everybody has darkness in their heart,
darkness whence it came.
one way or another.
You see, darkness
Even
is the
Sora?
heart's
Even Sora,
essence.
That's not
Um,
true.
but that's a good thing
The heart
because
may
you
be
can't
weak,
have one really
and
without the
sometimes
other.
It may even give in.
Oh, got that yin and yang in there.
Yeah,
That deep down there's a light
but
that never
Riku,
goes out.
what is it? He has a character arc where he learns to kind of like grasp that concept, and he goes like, you know what? Darkness is not inherently bad.
Still you understand nothing.
You know?
Every light must
Yeah.
fade.
Despite how much they vilify it in Kingdom Hearts, but you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
It's just as bad to, and they explore that in Birth by Sleep also. It's like it's just as bad to be obsessed with light as it is darkness. 'Cause,
I was about to ask, are there any enemies in Kingdom Hearts that are like, light is the best, and there's also an enemy?
yeah, there's it's like the good guy master in Birth by Sleep, who's played by Mark Hamill, is like, yeah, light is like you have to have light, and darkness needs to be destroyed no matter what. And then yeah, there's a boss fight against him. It's pretty cool.
So he's like episode 8 Luke.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like episode 8 Luke. Sorta. Episode 8 Luke is just like, I want to die. Like...
Yeah, I kind of remember him talking about the light and dark side being like, you know, together in some capacity. But maybe I'm just like making the movie better than I thought it was in my own head.
Yeah.
Man, that casino planet was dumb.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they literally made a trio of movies that were just trying to be like, we're gonna harken back to your nostalgia, and then like, but also this is for the new generation of Star Wars fans, not for the old ones.
Yeah. So you know.
Yeah. And this fight doesn't seem that bad. This orb attack seems kind of annoying though.
Yeah, the orb. You pretty much he throws Guardian on you, and then you just kind of have to like accept that it's attached to you for a little bit. Then he does this orb move. Right now he's stuck on Gooby, doing damage over time. There we go. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, he is beaten. Sorta, kinda.
Do we have any memes in this cutscene?
In this one? No, I don't think so.
Is the tree gonna like take off into outer space?
The tree's making a crater. There he is, he's over there.
Oh, Ansem fight number 2.
Let's go.
This should help.
Oh, but they give you a moment to like heal up and stuff.
Yeah. Let me,
How kind.
Yeah, this is the only one you get.
It's a strut in like 2 and 3 as well. Like when you're in the menu looking at your party.
Yeah.
You also walk in those games. That's nice. Oh,
Yeah,
it's just you.
And then you fight him again.
Is it because you're a key wielder that you're able to get in there, or like
A dark
just
magical trick, I believe.
the game stuff?
Game stuff, I think.
Makes sense.
As far as I know.
Oh man, Ansem's looking like he lost his keys behind the couch. Oh wait, that's not his keys. Oh, you see there's a giant hole in his chest in the shape of a heart, but there's nothing there because
He's a nobody.
he's heartless. My god. I'm just gonna start doing character analysis videos on YouTube now.
You might as well. I mean, there's nowhere but up from here for you.
Yeah.
Oh, the little shadows walking around. That's cute. Eh. Eh.
Hey, I remember these guys from the tutorial.
Yeah.
Heal.
Come on. Let me hit your hand. Come on. That gave me 8,000 XP. That seems a bit much for this boss. Alrighty. Now let's do it.
Third form? Is it just the first form again with solo? No,
There's
that's
some
not
more
the first form
attacks.
again.
Yeah. It's the actual, like, just a 1v1 Ansem boss fight.
So is this when they play simple and clean?
If they played Simple Clean in this, I wasn't ready. Like, how fast you'd have to be able to mute that game. Just gonna cast Wind again while you're... He's gonna do it in a second, isn't he? He has an attack where he starts charging. It's very annoying.
Is that the credits theme for this game?
Yes.
That makes sense. So is that a song like before Kingdom Hearts, or was that orchestrated for this game?
Orchestrated for Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. Because it's also just like on Spotify, but it's not like under Kingdom Hearts. It's just under the artist.
Yeah, under whatever her name is.
Yeah, wait, I got this. Hikaru Utada.
Yeah, there we go. That's what her name is.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, Jack.
How's it going?
Going
Oh,
alright.
well. You know what's crazy?
What?
Simple and Clean isn't even in her top 5 most popular songs on Spotify.
Really?
It's their number 9.
Shit. Yeah, I knew as soon as he started doing the dash attack while I was low, I was like, nah, that's it. I wasn't fast enough. Because heal makes you target in this game. It's really dumb.
What do you mean?
You have to, like, cast Cure, and then you have to target who you want to cure.
Oh,
So you have to go Cure Sora, and then you have to hit enter again.
Gotcha.
Which
Oh,
is
you're at
annoying.
You're at the. I like this one. I like the one when he's got like the stand the most. That one's fun.
Yeah. Just fight
Because it's
Darkseid
not
again.
as like crazy as like it gets, I guess. What Keyblade are you using?
Lionheart. I actually really should have switched back to, if I die again, I'll switch back to Divine Rose. Because, what is it? This is not doing as much damage as Divine Rose, I think was. Which makes
What's
sense.
Lionheart from? Like Beauty and the Beast?
No, it's, Leon's.
Who's Leon?
Squall.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. God.
Yeah.
The Final Fantasy guy.
Stupid character having 2 names.
Yeah, I don't know why they, did that. They did.
I don't know. Alright, where do I need to go?
Well, you know, it's Squeenix.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer for Final Fantasy 16 again today.
Is the game real? I don't think it's ever coming out.
They announced it for the PS5.
I didn't
They
know
just
that
showed
was
it
a thing,
off,
to be
like-
honest.
Like, last year. It's gonna come out in like 3 or 4 years, I bet.
I mean,
And
Final
then
Fantasy
too-
15's done now, right? Like, that was the last expansion. Endwalker.
Yes. I don't know how much overlap there is between the teams for the main games and 14, though.
Yeah.
So if they had a big bunch of their team working on Endwalker, then like, I'll be surprised about that. But also, they're also making Final Fantasy Origins, so I imagine that
Right.
game is going to release at some point soon, because I don't think that was announced for the PS5. That's going to release, which is going to then give them a little buffer time to be like, okay, now we're working on 16.
Mm-hmm. And they also are working on FF7R Part 2, so...
Yeah. So,
They've got, like, what, 5 Final Fantasy projects going on? But I guess if 14's, like, done now... I'm just thinking, like, for promotional reasons, they don't need to, like, worry about promoting,
yeah.
14 as much anymore.
Yeah. Well, 14's done in the way that an MMO is done, which is never. So,
Yeah. Done getting major expansions, I guess. But
Yeah.
they'll still get,
So
like,
they're gonna make-
seasonal updates, I'm sure.
they're going to make 14 too.
Yeah, you're right. You just decided to do that pretty early this time.
I mean, 11 and 14 are 2 different MMOs that they've made. Hello, Beth.
Hey, Beth.
Hi.
You just text that.
Yeah, I just blocked it.
Chowder,
Chowder, I ducked that. Chowder, fucking ducked that chowder.
I'm doing well, thank you for asking, Beth. How are you? I turned you up on Discord. You like far away from your mic or something? You sound a bit quiet.
I am wearing my headphones and was talking quietly.
Oh, okay. I'll just turn you up then.
Oh, I think I can dodge roll through the AoE and damage over time. Thank God you can block that.
Jack, we are gonna make some serious progress this weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's gonna be good. Oh, I read the second volume for Akame ga Kill.
Oh, how'd
today.
you like it?
Good. It
That show's cool.
it's
Kind of weird, but it's cool.
I ended the part where Shio gets marked. So,
Yeah.
Which one was she?
The scissor.
Scissor Lady.
Scissor Girl? Oh yeah, Scissor.
Yeah.
That's like episode 5 of the show.
Yeah, I think it's like
Episode
4 or
5?
5. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the anime's kind of fast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jeez, I mean, makes sense. There isn't like a ton of dialogue in it, so.
Stack actually fairly easy to dodge. I was
More
hoping
blue lot though.
Ansem.
Riku, they put bugs in him.
I put bugs in him.
Really good bugs in it.
Yeah, I was kind of sad with that fight because not only was I not expecting like that to happen that early,
Yeah.
but Saryu or whoever her name is.
Yeah, it's like Saryu.
Is that the pink
I was
girl?
like,
No, that's the like
No,
like
she was like the
soldier one
Justice
who-
Lady.
who like kills her.
yeah.
Oh, the dog
She
girl.
has,
Oh yeah,
she
here's
has
the
guns
dog.
in her arm.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I was like, she's cool. I hope that they bring her into the squad. And
Yeah.
then that didn't happen.
I think that's like supposed to be like the intent where you're like, oh, like I kind of like this character, and then like everything happens, and it's like, oh, that
Yeah.
sucks. So I definitely felt that.
I did like a double take though, and she was like, "Yeah, this is my Tegu, the same Pekaton Kaier," and I was like, "What?"
Look as hard as you are able. You'll not find even the smallest.
She's got the
glimmer
dog.
of light.
Yeah,
From those dark
I actually like that
depths
thing a
are
lot.
all
It's cool.
hearts
Yeah, that one's an interesting one.
Even you.
It's like a, I forget what they call them. It's like organic tegus is like one of those. It's
Yeah,
not
they
just,
call
like,
it biological, I think.
Yeah, biological. It's not just like a gun or a sword. It's like, no, I have this like weird dog.
I have a weird dog android thing. There's another one later that's really like weird. The Imperial Arms. That's what they were called in the dub.
Yeah,
anyways.
it's
Yeah.
imperial. It's like tegus in the sub and imperial arms in the dub. But I guess the manga just says tegus.
Yeah. Now we fight World of Chaos, where Ansem is a boat.
Hey, just saying, if this game was like remastered in like Final Fantasy, like Kingdom Hearts 3, quality, this thing will be terrifying.
Yeah.
This boat,
Yeah.
it's already scary. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's like made of flesh.
This starts the theme of like final bosses of Kingdom Hearts having boat forms for some reason.
Wait, what do you mean this happens again?
Well, you see.
Well, stick around for Stickdom Hearts 2.
Woo!
You'll find out.
And Stickdom Hearts Chain of Memories, where
Oh
guess,
man,
guess
I can't
what?
believe that we have to fight the
Hey, all
Xehanort
the Kingdom
tonight.
Hearts games on Stick.
Yeah, they announced the release date for all of them. They're in like February or something. All the Kingdom Hearts games are gonna be on Switch.
I remember that.
I said Fightstick.
Oh, Fightstick? Oh yeah. No, I will be playing them all on Fightstick.
You will?
Mm-hmm. I'm just doing one for now. This is getting
Mobile
bad.
games?
I'm getting hecked up here.
You're dead.
You are dead.
No, Sora doesn't die. He has friends.
Yeah, that's right.
It's kind of true, though.
I don't see them.
How would I know? I know enough about Kingdom Hearts.
I said I don't see them.
Oh yeah, all my friends
Oh,
are gone.
well, yeah. But they still believe in him.
I need to dodge for a bit here.
If they did, they would be better friends.
I remember beating the life out of this Ansem. Like, I just went to town.
Yeah. Brennan, just turn on Valor for him. Come on.
Yo.
I was trying to use items. A foolish notion by myself. Yeah, I wish I could turn on Valor for him.
Foolish.
Can you not?
No, it's not a mechanic in this game. It's a mechanic
Oh,
in
yeah,
2
anyways.
where you can like activate like an anime mega mode where you dual wield.
It is super sick.
What's the spell on Mystic form?
Yeah, the magic one's called Mystic, and you shoot laser bullets, and then all the
And
other
you
forms are
like
dual
skate
wielding.
around, I think.
Yeah,
So where's Instinct form?
there is a silver one that's the final one. It's just called Final Form though.
It is final form. There's like classic form or something. I don't remember the
Yeah,
name of that one.
there's one in Final Mix called like Limit Form or something, which is
Yeah.
like you become like Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, and you have like all the attacks, special attacks from 1.
I found Valor the most satisfying, but that's probably like a given.
Each one has like a different way to level it up, and Valor's is the funniest because it literally is like you get an X point for hitting things. It's like,
And you
okay,
can go.
you got it.
You can hit things fast and hard in Valor.
But you can't use magic in
I'm
Valor
gonna
form.
die.
It's very satisfying.
Oh, so it's the pure glass cannon kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, you can't use Kiraga, but like, you'll kill him
Yeah.
before you need to.
And then there's Anti-Sora, which is pretty cool.
There's
Yeah,
what?
Anti-Sora is the, you can't use magic and all of your attacks do barely any damage, but you can attack really, really fast, and also you can't cancel it. And it uses up all of your friends. Which kind of
That
sucks.
sounds like that sucks.
Yeah, it's not good.
I beat Zaldin with it. I just went in and I didn't know what it was, and I was like, what just happened?
When I woke up.
It happens more when you try to activate drive forms versus organization members.
Yeah, because I would always do it against organization members. That
Yeah.
was like a cool moment to do it.
So it's like a punishment. It'd be like, no, you can't just Valor form your way through the fight. You're gonna get anti-formed if you do it.
Punished Sora.
Punished.
Is it just like a % chance whenever you activate form, or is it like...
Yeah,
That's rough.
except the percentage is higher if you're fighting an organization member.
I'm getting a Shimigami Tensei ad.
Wow.
Can I
Yeah.
post the Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne video?
No.
I don't think
Let
so.
me find it.
This should help.
This is getting annoying.
This should help.
I like how Ansem will just attack over there when no one's nearby him.
It is posted.
What is that guy? Oh, okay, that's scary. That's a hunter. Well, he's gonna die.
Or are you
Got him.
gonna die?
No, I got him. I was scared for a sec when I saw how much damage I was doing.
Can I not get fucking killed by these?
I got this, like, really cool, like, executioner robe at the castle at Chainhurst. It was
Yeah.
awesome. So I'm rocking that.
So, this is a video called Vote Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Play it. In it, there's a line that they just say, they say, Kingdom Hearts 2 has screwed us again.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is at it again. What is that thing?
It's like some video asking people to vote for it for like, not Game Awards, but like, something like it. Which doesn't make sense because this video came out in 2015.
Kingdom Hearts 2 has done it again?
Oh, I don't think Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2015 last I checked.
I mean, if you put it on 3's time, you could argue, I suppose.
No.
Did a version of Kingdom Hearts 2 come out in 2015?
Maybe Final
question.
Mix?
Might have been.
It's my only guess.
I'd like to switch Keyblade, but I don't think I actually need to. How I fly out. Now I forget what I need to fight. I think I fight artillery now.
Place is cracked.
Yeah, it's artillery. And I have to fight all those weird penis monsters that are on the side of the boat.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That guy literally just threw a rock at me.
That happens.
What the heck? Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm throwing. Oh my god, you just ended my life and saved it for
Who are you?
That guy was strong.
Who are you?
That video has the same energy as "Hey, Daddy Derek, why are we here?"
Existentialism.mp4.
Okay, there we go.
Which I
killed
feel
one.
has somewhat of a similar energy to "Hey, Michael, Vsauce here. Where are your fingers?"
Where are your fingers?
Please not kill me as I'm trying to enter the
Did you kill the
portal of
boat?
darkness. Sorta. I'm hurting the boat. You have to take the boat out over time.
One does not simply kill the boat.
Is that Goofy? He's here?
Yeah, Goofy's back now.
Oh, you slowly get your friends back together? Is that the
Yeah.
gimmick?
Oh, God. Do you mind?
Alright. If Kingdom Hearts got an anime, who would you want to perform the opening?
I have no idea. This guy does fighting gold.
No, like any band is on the table.
Linkin Park. That wait.
Please, I beg of you.
That'll be tricky.
Green
There's a
Day.
band. There's a band that like who does like anime OPs and EDs that literally just sounds like Linkin Park. I forget the name of them,
Really?
but like it's like impeccable. Yeah.
They just sound like Japanese Chester Bennington.
Well, sometimes they just straight up sing in English. Like the entire second Fire Force opening just sounds like a Linkin Park song.
Alright, let me turn it on.
It's called Mayday if you're looking for it.
Oh, I get it, because they're firefighters.
That's a good name, but yeah.
Now I fight Face. My
The
favorite
best
Kingdom
one
Hearts
to play.
boss.
Well, I mean, it's not Chernobog from the 1940 classic
Yeah, Fantasia.
but you know what is.
I know who is. Chernobog from the 1940 Disney classic Fantasia.
Is it 40 or 41? I keep forgetting. I think it's 41. Fantasia. I have to look up Fantasia while running away from, like, enemies in Bloodborne. No, it is 1940. Okay, cool. Where am I? In the swamp. Oh, there's the rock throwing guy. Where are my shit? Oh, I see my blood echoes. I
Okay, you just use some crazy ass attack.
Alright, this guy throwing rocks.
God damn it. Oh, this is ass. Alright. Continue. Don't make me fight a million things again, please, and thank you. Just let me fight Face again.
Alright,
Okay,
he wasn't so tough, but the rocks hurt.
You're not so tough.
We're not so different, you and I.
We're not so different, you and I.
Me as I beat the life out of the cage head guy.
Oh, is that what you're on?
I forgot about Nicholas.
I think I'm heading to him right now, yeah. What the heck?
That fight took me forever because I did a like a magic build.
Oh,
yeah, like
super
arcane.
resist magic.
He super resists it. He resists arcane so hard.
Arcane's
So-
fun. If,
It's
like-
a lot of fun.
That's when you get to do like fire paper and stuff like that, right?
No, you can just do fire paper regardless.
Yeah.
Well, some weapons can't. Like, I can't do it on mine, but I figure there's a benefit if you like arcane up and have like fire
Yeah,
magic, I guess.
It's like when you use the gems in Dark Souls that like make it so your weapon scales with something else.
Gotcha.
But it's more so it's like, oh yeah, like the mini lightning rod that you can use.
Conscious.
That thing scales with arcane.
Okay, cool.
And like certain weapons like the Kirk hammer is the weapon that I used, and that scales with arcane.
Every weapon
and
has
then-
like a very small arcane. Not every weapon, but a lot of weapons in Bloodborne have like a very minute arcane scaling.
Yeah, like Blades of Mercy can scale with arcane, but the main one is a skill scale.
Yeah. But like, what is the scaling with arcane though? Is it like C,
E.
D, or
It's like,
something?
Probably
it's like B. It's not bad,
Oh,
Really?
that's not bad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's a
Yeah.
hunter weapon.
but I can't do like bolt paper or fire paper on them, which I was really
No.
sad about when I found that out.
No, special weapons do not get that privilege.
Yeah,
You get
it's
two of them instead.
the price I pay for dual wielding.
Yeah.
F.
Don't worry, Jack. Just play Dark Souls 3, and then you get the best dual wield weapon in the game.
Oh, yeah?
The what are they called? The Ring Knight dual greatswords.
Oh, Ring Knight dual great swords.
Oh, that sounds hype. What?
Let me find them.
So you know
That sounds
Berserk,
very
Jack.
I've dabbled in Berserk, yeah.
Okay, what if you had 2 gun spurs?
Or like Voltius instead of like Great Side.
Also, they're made of magma.
That's awesome. That sounds kind of sick. Maybe I'll have to play Dark Souls 3 before Elden Ring comes out, or just after it comes out.
Yeah,
Well,
Elden
you
Ring
need the
comes out
DLC
like
to
a
get them.
month. Yeah, they're like in the last
That's like
DLC.
pretty soon.
Yeah,
I
it
sent
is.
you a video.
Alright, face
I don't know how much of
explode.
that video is just like random them talking as opposed to actually just showing it off. But like
Thank you. I'll watch it when I can.
using the moves on that thing are so satisfying because there's like it feels more like a Bloodborne weapon, to be honest. There's like 6 moves. There's like slash, and then like if you do like your L1 attack like 3 times in a row, you drop both of them onto the ground at the same time, like in front of you, which will chop anything in front of you. And you slide them forward and then jump up in the air and spin around with them, and then slam down and make an explosion.
That's so cool. Oh, what is that thing you're hitting, Brendan?
That's the core.
Sounds gross.
The boat is exploding now.
Oh, why is it jiggling like that?
Let's see.
Oh no, sorry, he's not.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Give me my blood that goes back. Okay, this guy is gonna kill me. I don't know what you are, you alien dude, but I don't like it.
Here we go. Ansem's last round. This would.
Oh my god,
This
dude,
is
give up.
endgame. This is endgame, guys.
This is it.
Alright, I killed him. That was horrifying. This thing had like a thing that just auto threw your frenzy meter up super, super hard.
Oh, the brain.
Yeah, this big brain thing, and I just had to beat him up real quick.
It might be. Oh, I'm being like sucked towards something. Oh, this isn't good. My friends are dead again. This happens a
Hate to
lot.
see that. Yeah, that does happen a lot, huh?
Sorry, I couldn't be there for you.
It's
That's
okay.
not his friend.
What?
Shit. Oh
People
my
can
god.
die
this was a
even if
great
they're
guy.
friends, you know. Like that's not.
Believe it
You're
or not,
supposed
your
to be
friends
there for
can
them.
die.
Dude, Goofy gave me his
Brendan, if you
magic.
need a meat shield and I'm dead, feel free to dig me up.
Yeah, at your discretion.
Yeah.
Dude, he was sucking up my MP.
Frenzy cold blood. Oh god. You need to chill out, octopus guy.
Alright, cool. It's over.
You get him, Goofy.
Kick his ass, Goofy. Alright, now to
Like
be
that was
on.
going in with the melee attacks.
I have to be ready on the mute button here. A second.
Oh yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I know it's about to start playing. I think you have a couple cutscenes beforehand.
Yeah.
So.
I know the exact moment it starts playing, so.
Yeah.
Fine.
Damn.
He
Alright, Brendan,
exploded.
good job on that GDQ run.
Thank you. That only was 9 episodes for the story mode. I beat Hades Cup though, so I guess we're gonna get the cool cutscene.
That's sick.
There's a different cutscene.
Yeah, there's a special cutscene if you do enough things before you beat the game.
Brendan, I was not ready for Celestial Emissary. I
What
was
about it?
like, oh my god. I just couldn't stop thinking about Brandon.
So funny.
I was like, he would love this.
Yeah.
And then like I didn't get the catch at first because it was all just like the tiny aliens. I was like, what's going on here? Then I hit one and it got big, and I was like, no fucking way. This is funny.
I accidentally did that fight way too quickly. You know how there's like a ledge where
Yeah.
like they're all in that little garden? I did a drop attack and hit the right one right off the bat.
He just fucking died.
And I saw its HP go from 100 to like 10%, and I was like, oh.
That is epic. That fight was pretty easy.
smacked him. Yeah.
I don't know if I was over leveled or not, but I kind of beat the heck out of him.
No, it's just kind of like a gimmick fight. It's like Deacons of the Deep, where it's like if you don't have the DPS to cut through them fast enough, you just die. It's
Yeah.
kind of a skill check, or like a stat check.
Oh, my skill's my best stat, so works for me.
Everything is a skill check.
It's probably a little tricky if you're doing like arcane only kind of runs.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm sure those little alien gnome things are probably arcane resisted.
yes,
Mushroom men.
all the Eldritch stuff is arcane resisted because it's
That
arcane.
makes that's what I figured.
So,
Don't give up.
though I
gotta hit.
don't
Come on, Sora. Together
think
we
any of
can
the
do
final bosses are. They might be, but like,
I mean, I get you said the cage dude is.
yeah. But I also don't think like.
I don't think like Mirgo's wet nurse would be or like Gearman. But that's just like my opinion. On,
No,
like,
Mirror's
what I-
Witness is, I think.
is okay.
Is a what? A great one.
Is like an arcane resisted
Maybe.
antagonist.
Boing,
I just
boing.
kind of hit it when I first played.
Then the dark side started dying. What's happening?
No way.
Oh no, it actually has pretty low arcane defense. That's interesting.
Ta-da!
Yeah, I didn't think it would have too much. And Gearman's just like a hunter guy, so I don't unless he's got some moon thing going on.
But
Don't worry. There will always be a door to the
Where
light.
am I?
Sora, you can trust King.
There he is.
Now, they're coming.
Wet Nurse was so difficult for the build that I was doing.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god. Because what I do in Dark Souls and Bloodborne is I'm like, here's my weapon. I usually pick something that's like a stupid little weapon. Like, I don't know if you ever got it, Brendan, but in Dark Souls 3, Henri's Straight Sword, it's the only weapon in the game that scales off of luck.
I see.
That's funny.
So I bumped my luck to like 90, which was horrible. And then I just gave myself all my other points went into like HP, and then into eventually
Like your endurance and stuff
fortitude to knock down, endurance to knock down my carry weight. So then I would walk around with full Havel gear and the straight sword, and be able to like medium roll.
We
Meal
did
the
it.
medium
We
roll.
sealed the door to Kingdom Hearts.
This looks like a lamp would be around here.
Yeah, before I
Or a
PC
boss
killed my
room,
Dark
one of the
Souls
two.
3.
Oh, it's it's amygdala. I walked up on amygdala.
You
Oh,
did
yeah.
it.
We're gaming. Cause I figured the place that amygdala would be would maybe be the Nightmare Frontier. That's what I'm trying to say. So I just walked around there. He's gonna kill me. I'm out of blood echoes when I got here, but I know he's here. Maybe I'll beat the hell out of him.
Oh,
You can
Jack, did you get the funny cutscene?
The what?
Did you meet Patches?
I don't think so.
Oh shit!
Brendan,
Here.
do you ever meet Patches?
Yeah, I
mean,
met Patches.
I don't know.
Do you
Maybe I
like
met
important
Patches, but I
emotional
don't know, like-
climax is happening? So give me a second.
Oh yeah. I thought
Now
this was
I-
in Clean.
Now I
No.
die.
Simple Queen's gonna play in a bit.
Well, now I know amygdala's here. All right, time to training arc until I
Can
can
you
play
be
amygdala.
quiet, Jack?
Sorry.
Kyrie! Sora! Kyrie! Remember what you said before? I'm always with you too. I'll come back to you. I promise. I know you will.
All right, got it.
You gotta stop, man.
It's muted now. Okay, I have to.
No.
I have to mute it because Square Enix will find me. if
I
I
mean,
don't.
you will die.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for being rude, Jack.
Oh no, I shouldn't have been talking. You're fine.
Hey, Brendan, is that
I
a red
appreciate the
dot on your
apology,
forehead?
Oh!
He gets sniped. I think the only reason they won't snipe Brendan because they don't want that on stream.
Yeah.
We're talking about stream sniping's a thing.
You think you're so funny, don't you, East?
Yeah,
I dabble.
That was kind of funny.
I dabble.
All right.
I've been known to have some comedy.
What's he up to?
All right, I gotta go get some blood echoes.
I might have asked this before, Jack. Do you have the DLC?
For Bloodborne?
Yeah,
Yeah, I bought it before I started this run.
nice.
So I'm gonna like fight all the like optional bosses, then I'm gonna go do old hunters, and then I'm gonna go fight like gearmen and stuff.
Yeah.
The full Bloodborne experience is what I'm going for, because I was very like not full Bloodborne experience when I first played it.
My brother is like alluding to be like, hey, we should get the N64 pass thing for Switch Online, and I'm like, no.
I would have gotten it if it wasn't like bad.
Oh, yeah, if it wasn't like ass.
Yeah, like if I like didn't just have means to play like those actual games that I want to on like other consoles,
Mm.
and it was actually good, then like I would do it. But it's like, no, I hear it's bad, and I could just like go play the games I want to on like other consoles.
I just looked up the old hunters boss list again because I was like
there's, like,
curious about it.
Brennan says there's 5 I think I have to do.
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
4 and then 1 optional one, but like
5
you'll
that
find
I
it.
want to do anyways.
Yeah. I don't remember when Symbol Clean stops playing, so I'm just gonna wait.
I'll turn the audio
it
back
plays
on.
like through the credits.
Yeah,
Because like the credits are about to start going.
it has the really sad, cute thing with Sora and Kairi.
Yeah, I really liked this part when I first played.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now the credits start when he's like, "Tetsuya more."
It just reminded me of a really stupid plot point in Kingdom Hearts 3, and now I'm mad again. But I'm gonna use the bathroom and then maybe release some of that anger. So there's a video that shows up in my recommended called like Kingdom Hearts 3 was like it was like Kingdom Hearts 3 video essay, a waste of effort. And I haven't watched it yet, but I'm excited to. That's a good picture. Sora just being like, what the hell is this? With Tinkerbell in front of him.
Yeah. Huh? Kingdom
Huh?
Hearts 1 Sora faces are like pretty good.
Yeah.
These all look like pictures Sakurai would post for like Smash Bros stuff of the day.
Right?
Mhm.
I just remembered Sora's in Kingdom Hearts. Or in Sora's.
That's
Oh my
pretty
god.
Sora
Sora's
is
in
Kingdom
Smash
Hearts.
Brothers. Alright, I'm using the bathroom.
Yo, East, I did Castle like Canehurst today and like
Yeah.
Logarius. That was like super fun.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's
That's a
so
fun fight.
cool. That was like one of the like probably like one of the most fun boss fights I've had so far. I just had a blast fighting him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
You
I have a
played-
fun. Oh, go on.
No, go ahead.
I feel like I have a fun time fighting the more like human-sized / like hunter bosses as opposed to like the
Yep.
giant like monster ones.
Yep. Do you like the straight just like let's duke it out against another
Yeah.
guy kind of fights?
Yeah, it's like you and me. Let's go.
I think I know what your favorite boss fight in Dark Souls 3 would be then.
Yeah,
Because it's my favorite boss fight in Dark Souls 3 for that exact same reason.
I really
It's
like.
the
What's it called?
it's his name is Dragon Slayer Armor. And he's just this big dude with this giant lightning axe and huge shield.
That
And you
sounds
fight on
dope.
a bridge, and it's just like he will just
Oh,
shield
I-
bash you off the side of the bridge.
I think someone has shown me this guy before. Does this guy have a dragon, or am I thinking of a different guy?
He doesn't have a dragon, but there are these like big moth creature things that'll like shoot kind of like missiles at you during the fight.
Okay. There's this dude that like I think it's in Dark Souls 3
You're
who like
thinking of
literally
Nameless King.
fights you and he like has a dragon and he
Yep.
like rides it. It's freaking
Oh, I'm
awesome.
back.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
Nameless King. He's like one of the Dark Souls 3 bosses.
Yeah, I've heard the name countless times. Welcome back, Brendan.
Thank you.
Have you played any of the Dark Souls games? Jack? I
No,
can't
the only
remember.
like Soulsborne I played is Bloodborne.
Okay,
You just test the waters here.
that's a good one to start with.
Yeah, I like Bloodborne a lot.
hmm
Very fun
I
game.
wonder how it's gonna be then for you going from Bloodborne to Dark Souls, because like the movement of going from Dark Souls to Bloodborne is really strange. So
I've
I
heard
wonder how
it's
that's
very
gonna be.
isn't it more like block oriented and stuff like that in Dark Souls?
In 1 for sure, not so much 3. Bloodborne, or was it? Dark Souls is a lot more like patience rewarding, and
Yeah.
also harder than Bloodborne is, because Bloodborne's like hit that R1 button a lot of the time, but
Bloodborne is more so like once you know how to like do these three things, then it just comes down to your timing being on like up to snuff.
Yeah, Bloodborne has a lot of timing based stuff.
Whereas like Dark Souls is a lot more like you got to play this right.
Yeah, like patience oriented.
Yeah. And like not even just patience sometimes, it's like you better move around this map properly, otherwise you're just
Yeah.
gonna die to the environment.
Yeah, I mean, I guess patience is also a thing in like Bloodborne, because I've had like multiple bosses where I fought in this game where I'll like get impatient at the end, and that's why I like lose the fight.
Yeah, it's like, well, I could just run in there and do the last bit of damage, and it's like
Yeah, and then they like beat the life
the
out of me.
classic recipe for dying.
That's
Yeah.
What the
literally
best
me
is,
in
though.
Minecraft.
It happened
Right?
with, I remember that happened with one Reborn. I got like right at the end, and then that happened at one point, and then like it happened with like Logarius too. It was like my first. It was like my first go, or no, second go with Logarius. 'Cause I got pretty far the first time. I didn't expect to do that like as good as I did, but then on the second one, I was like, oh yeah, I could totally get this. And then like he was like right at the end, and I like went in when he hit me with a like attack, and I just died, and I was like, dang, that wasn't very
Mhm.
smart.
Yeah, I'm sure this has happened to all of us who have played Dark Souls and Bloodborne, where it's like the first time that you fight a boss, you're like, okay, cool, you get him down like by 80% HP, then the next time you get him to like 20% and die, and you're like, wait a second. Why are you so good my first time when I was going into this boss?
Yeah, honestly, I
Um,
just have some cheeks runs sometimes in bosses.
yeah. The most devastating thing like that for me was I was going against Dancer in Dark Souls 3, and I was doing my dagger only playthrough. My two-handed dagger only playthrough.
Dagger only sounds kind of epic.
It was awful. And
It was awful.
I got Dancer down to like the last sliver of HP the first time, then it took me 15 more tries to beat her.
God. Okay. Alright, I'm assuming Amygdala is gonna hit me with a lot of arcane stuff, so I'm gonna equip.
When I fought Dancer, I fought her 2 times, like barely put a dent in her, and I was like, I'm gonna come back. And I didn't even like spend that much time away, but I just used the hammer or something. Did I use the hammer or did I use the sword? I think I used the hammer and just smashed her into the ground. I was like,
Was it Vorthammer?
Yeah, I used Vort's hammer.
Yeah,
I love
sense.
Vort's hammer.
I need to check something on her real quick. She shouldn't take a lot of damage from ice.
Yeah, I don't think she got like frost, but it was just because like stagger.
Were you dying because you did the thing where you fight her earlier than you're meant to?
I didn't do that.
Okay.
But I
But you know
was
what I'm
just
talking
like,
about.
yeah, no, yeah, you can fight her like
Okay.
second or third boss or something, and you just get absolutely rolled.
Well, second if you count Gundyr as a boss.
Yeah.
But like she can be your first like real Dark Souls 3 boss.
Yeah.
Which is horrifying.
Okay.
I like the end of the overture here, so I think we're
she's immune to frostbite.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I probably just staggered her with the hammer then, and just kind of.
Right. If
I
didn't find a lantern,
keeps...
unfortunately, so he's pretty far away.
The credits keep doing a thing where it's like, and all blank. Oh wait, here we go. Oh, yeah, there's the Disney logo. Okay, one sec. There's about to be more talky in a second. I think I unlocked the secret movie from doing what I needed to do.
Did you get enough Dalmatians?
I did not get all the Dalmatians. I can do that after, once I put this back up. Sorry.
Oh, gasp.
I need them.
I'm literally grasping my pearls right now.
And now they're on a road.
I always like this scene.
Yeah.
We've got to find Riku and King Mickey.
But, where do we start looking for that there door to the light?
Huh? Huh?
Hey, Pluto!
Pluto?
Where have you been?
Huh?
Gosh, that's the king's seal!
Hey, have you seen King Mickey?
Pluto, I didn't know you were part of the organization.
Let's go.
You would be surprised.
Ba, 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 bum, bum.
Maybe Sephiroth is just the dark part of Pluto's heart.
That's definitely accurate.
He did the hoi. I love how big Goofy's shoes are. This bit.
You know what they say.
Remember, Sora, you are the one who will open the door to the light. Ta-da!
Come to my castle. I made a cake. Princess Peach.
Dang it.
Did I get the secret movie? I did get the secret movie. There you go.
Right, let's see. Special secret. They don't even try. Oh no, those remember before I was talking about that art book and I said that there was like 4 screenshots on a page of what I thought was like dream drop distance or something? No, it's just this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good to know that they could have made the CG in this game look really good, but then they made the decision to not to do that.
Would have taken up too much memory.
Well, Final Fantasy X came out like 8 months before this game. Hey, wait a second, I can't read that.
I think you can read some of that.
Sora, I got that.
Boom.
I
Everybody knows
realized there was
Sora.
that little part with Kyrie at the end there too. Like grown-up Kyrie. Ta-da! I'm a proud player. Look at all this stuff. Heartless defeated, 3,934. Times defeated, 33. Attacks deflected, 579. Times hit by an enemy, 1,729. Total item usage, 17. Party member knockouts, 284. Curative spells cast on friend, 0. I literally couldn't.
Now we are gaming, fellas. Your spells cast on friend, 0.
Ugh.
Isn't adult Kyrie kind of like a huge spoiler then?
It's like grown-up teenager Kyrie more than adult Kyrie.
So is
Yeah,
that
like saying
reaching
adult is
towards
like
three?
saying teen Gohan.
Yeah.
Like you're not wrong, but like you're not right.
Well, adult Gohan is just like super.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Teen Gohan's just Teen Gohan. But I wasn't sure if that was like, yeah, this is like actually grown up Kyrie or not, because that looked different than her Kingdom Hearts 3 design.
Yeah, they made her like small again in Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know why.
Yeah, I found
Just
that
made her
weird.
short.
Was just a King.
But I do think
Yeah,
her
design
Kingdom
to do
Hearts 3
something
outfit
like
is like
that.
the best of Kyrie's outfits. Not that Kyrie ever does anything. But
Kyrie outfits.
Kinda
Kingdom
true.
Hearts. Let's see what you look like, Kyrie.
See what you look like. Alright, amygdala. I'm gonna give you the hands.
okay. So now I just gotta find puppies.
Is there a lantern around here? Do I have to walk back to you every time? Probably the latter.
I do believe, because I need to get level whatever arrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't have all the puppies, you want the arrow. And I assume you want that for the
Yeah.
hidden stuff.
Lay hidden bows.
Lay hidden mouse. This guy's sick.
Amygdala?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eldritch monster, dude. He stepped on me.
Get stepped on, bro.
Amygdala, please. I've been so good. I cut his leg off. Oh no. He started bleeding really bad.
You only made him
Which we're
stronger,
not-
Jack.
We're not so different, you and I.
I can
Yeah,
make
our
one
3
of these.
design is cool.
Yeah, our 3 design is the best one in my opinion. Yeah, unlock some other stuff over here. I can make Mithril. That's pretty neat. A Gaia Bangle. That sounds pretty good.
I really do appreciate how they kept the whole, like, we have to make these characters look like they came out of Anime Hot Topic.
Well, yeah, so the reason for your art, the thing of, like, why did the cutscenes look bad, they also deliberately made the characters look like they were a cross between Disney stuff and anime.
Yeah, but, like,
That's why Sora's Big Dumb Clown
some of
shows.
the animation is, like, really, really jank.
Yeah, no, I agree. The parts where they don't animate the mouths and they just do the little, like, JPEG going pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Which you also could argue is to make us that the dub for English and Japanese was easier, but, like...
Yeah.
Eh.
It's the Gaia Bangle. I was AP doing this. But I gain, like, a lot of health and some defense. Do I have her abilities equipped? Kinda want that. Also, let me change my weapon. Divine Rose. Divine Rose is just doing more damage.
Oh no, I got him down to half. He's gonna do something.
You only make him stronger, Jack.
That's kind of true. Usually how this goes in Bloodborne fights.
Oh. People modded Kingdom Hearts 3 so you can just play as Kairi the entire time.
That's good because in the DLC you guys play as Kairi and she is like super fun to play as. But you only get to do it for like one fight. But she's cool because she'll like throw her weapon and she just like flings herself back over to it like Spider-Man style. It's super cool. Yeah, I am looking for weapons wherever I go and junk. Moogle man. It's a little harder than you think.
Oh god.
Where do I get a power stone? Frick.
I don't know.
I need to know, Jack.
I don't know.
I need to know.
I don't know.
Tell me!
Duh. Tarzan world. Yeah. Deep jungle. I'm sure they've got power stones.
I don't think that's right.
Dang. Oh god, Amygdala punched me.
He punched you? He didn't even need his space powers for that.
Yeah, weirdly no, he's not really using a lot of space powers.
Well, yeah, he does his electric stuff every so often.
Alright, that wasn't so bad. I need more. I need to go in with like more athletic though. I have like 10.
I just found an article that I don't understand because it's like, this year was not the year for JRPGs. And this is published in 2020. And they're like, here are some of the games that came out this year. Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Last of Us Part 2, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, definitely not an RPG. Minecraft Dungeons. Like, there's like 5 things on this list that are just straight up RPGs. Yeah.
It was not the year for RPGs.
No, not at all. Just a quarter of this list is an RPG.
Please understand.
Please understand. It wasn't the year.
Directly to you.
Directly to you, exactly. Alright, where's the more blood goes from slain enemies? I need to grind. Let's go to Canehurst. Canehurst gives out good blood echo amounts.
This is true.
The streamers I used to watch always would go to the academy and go to the room with all like the sludge students
Oh yeah.
and murder them. Because they had like a big sweeping weapon, so they could just like clear the mob out.
The sludge ones are kind of annoying for me. It's not that they're hard, it's just like they take a few hits.
Yeah.
I also like Canehurst. It's a very cool place.
Yeah. Ice Blood Castle.
Yeah, it's like super sick. I remember I was like reading the realms. I was like, where is there an ice area in this game? I got there.
Yeah, now they just need their desert so you can get ground types.
Now we need them desert. They gotta fit their quota.
Yeah. Don't you know Bloodborne is just a Pokemon reach?
Real. Amygdala's like the legendary, like the definitive edition box art legendary. It's like the Giratina, like Rayquaza.
No, he is not.
Well, you don't think he's like a legendary dude? He's like God,
Well,
I
actually,
think.
no. Let me think about it. You might fill the spot if you want to say like, yeah, Dialga's the box legendary, but like Arceus is like the legendary for Sinnoh.
I was thinking like he'd be like that like definitive edition one, like Rayquaza or like Giratina. Like they make the game, it's like Bloodborne Amygdala version.
Well, no, I guess because then it would make sense if it's definitive version will be a DLC boss, wouldn't it?
I guess that's true. So I haven't gotten there yet. Oh wait, this guy had my blood echoes. I had like no blood echoes though, so I don't know what you were really holding. Can you stop hitting me?
Yeah, are you more of a Bloodborne, Amygdala, or more of a Bloodborne ROM kind of guy?
Definitely Amygdala. Rom kind of sucks.
He's a big Spider-Man.
Yeah, Rom's kind of cute, but like I kind of like the Rom.
I'd get a ROM plushie.
I hope the ROM
They should
plushie
make-
comes with little spider spawns.
They should make like Amygdala plushes, but like his arms are like that, like they have like the things in their like that little like thing that makes the arms bend. What's that thing they put in there?
Like the elbow?
You know when like some plushies will like bend because they have like some kind of like,
Oh, like
thing in it.
flexibility or whatever, like a wire.
Yeah.
Foam or rubber or something.
Yeah, like a wire. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a weird metal wire thing. They should do like an Amygdala plush with like a bunch of arms like that.
I actually was able to do that freaking stupid pink monkey heartless pretty well there. Thank God. I hope I don't have to do it again. But I'm
Is that
finally
like
at the...
inherently difficult because you're playing Fightstick, or just like is it annoying on its own?
It's just annoying on its own, but also, yeah. It gave me power stones, which was good. But now I need power shards, which I think I actually do need to go to Deep Jungle for.
Let's go. Deep Jungle.
Woo!
I never saw that, so.
There we go. Gummy ship. Now I can do all the synthesis stuff.
It's the one time only you get Tarzan Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, because after this, the guy who like made Tarzan was like, "No, you're not allowed to use Tarzan again." I hate you.
Anime.
Yeah.
We're not doing this.
Anime was a mistake. It's not even in Chain of Memories.
Jack, what armor set are you using?
I'm kind of like mix matching a lot of them. I have the Executioner like garb on right now with like the Hunter hat, and then like whatever the gloves and stuff are that I think works best.
You're going to fashion souls out, I see.
I suppose so. I kind of went for like the kit more so than the like fashion of it, but like I do like my fit. I think it looks very nice.
The first time I played through Dark Souls 1, I was Black Iron set, and I fat rolled.
Good one, good one. I did the Ash Hunter set.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Whatever it was called. Ash and Hunter, yeah. Wait, no, I changed it eventually.
Yeah, I haven't like bought any of the like Hunter emblem stuff, so I don't have any of their garb because I got the Blades of Mercy, so I just hadn't really touched other weapons.
I did Charred Hunter set, that's what it was.
Oh, that sounds cool. So I kind of pick up what I get and see like what like ups it gives me, and I'm like, oh, that could work. A lot of them don't work, so I was just kind of doing the basic Hunter garb until I got the Executioner robe, and I was like, wait, this thing is sick.
Yeah, Bloodborne more so than Dark Souls is like just wear whatever you want because it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's play, oh, never mind. Oh yeah, we'll play the Rock Under the Cup game. The Rocco hiding in a cup. Rocco, our favorite rock.
I love Rocco. But I actually hate Rocco.
Rocco's a punk bitch.
Rocco ate my fucking
Rocco is a
raisin
rock.
cookie.
Rocco won't know the difference.
How?
Rocco won't know the difference.
Rocco is a rock. Rocco is not alive.
Rocco is a rock. Rocco is not alive. Rocco won't know the difference.
I just love the Rocco won't know the difference, Zoe.
I really like when he's like, how? How will Rocco eat the rock? Eat the cookie. He's a rock.
I love how that's like a real bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I didn't
on
know that
Sesame
till last
Street.
night.
Rocco, 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 our favorite rock. It's just Elmo staring at the camera.
Continuing, that's like a running joke too. There are like multiple Rocco moments.
Stig is almost a poetic armor. And Rocco will meet his fate.
Elmo's going to kill Rocco.
Elmo will end Rocco's life 30 minutes from now.
Think about Rocco. No regret.
No regret.
Rocco will see his end.
Elmo
Elmo would stare at
challenges
the
Rocco.
camera and go, I live in a society, and Zoe would go, yeah, with Rocco.
Elmo just fucking loses it.
Elmo becomes the Joker.
Okay, now we have to pay attention. Oh god, I'm at a very bad angle for this. Oh god, I think it's the middle one.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
I have to go stand over here.
And they do like ball and cup, but with Heartless.
Yeah. He's the one on the end. Oh, I'm lucky. Give me the lightning stone first hit, baby.
We'll try one more run at Amygdala. Amygdala, however you say it. I say Amygdala.
That's whatever.
I think it's Amygdala.
It's an eldritch god. You can't even comprehend it anyways.
Yeah, and the guy. Literally him. He was one I always knew about, but I never fought, so I'm happy to finally
Yeah.
like give him the hands. Okay.
I think he's the one on the end. This is not going well. I assume he's going to give up, yeah. Well, I got one lightning stone, so whatever.
Is that what you needed?
No, I'm actually here for Fury Stones, but they're not showing up. Hey, you.
You said that like a guy who like like a guy just came up to you and was like, "Hey, Brendan, how's it going? It's been so long," but you like forgot this dude's name.
Yeah.
It's like, "Hey, you,
Oh, hey.
how you been?" And you like, you just don't know what to do.
Fall down. Fall down. No, why?
I should take off the EXP gain one and put back on my arcane resist one.
Oh my god, why is it being so annoying? Come on, get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Actually, no. Yeah, actually, I have nothing to lose. Just kill me.
Get on the ground.
Is that all you got? Come on.
One more time. There we go. Thank you.
Watching a video of someone one-shotting every Bloodborne boss.
You know, you could one-shot a Bloodborne boss.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of epic.
I guess they'll need another Fury Stone.
I don't know if this isn't any DLC weapons. I don't want to give it away. I mean, you're not going to use it, I don't think.
Brendan told me a couple of DLC weapons already, like the chainsaw.
The whirly gig.
The whirly gig.
Yeah, he told me about yeah, I'm not like too invested in like other weapons right now just because I have the Blades of Mercy.
Yeah, so have you seen the stake driver?
No, I don't think so.
Stick driver's cool.
It's cool, and there's some bug with it where it's like, if you use the right blood runes and stuff, it just makes your damage skyrocket.
That's
And
awesome.
if you didn't know, different enemies or different bosses have different amounts of defense and stuff depending on what body part you hit them on.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I can't say I've really known that, but like I've had a hunch just from like being like, oh, that seems like a weak spot for it.
Yeah, usually like the big guys, you smack them in the noggin, they take more damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I assume if I whap amygdala in his like avocado dome, that it would hurt.
So it's pretty much this. It's a bug with Stake Driver, and then you just wait for them to be in the right spot, and you go, and their HP just goes on.
You just delete them. That's funny. I think one of the strong suits of Bloodborne is the weapons. I think they're very unique.
Yeah, the
Pretty
trick
cool.
weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bloodborne in comparison to Dark Souls was like, we're gonna do like 20 weapons, but each one has like multiple forms and kind of like different things that you can do with it, whereas Dark Souls is like, here's a weapon, this is what it does, that's it.
It's
Yeah.
a sword. It,
And there's like
it's swords.
150 of them.
Yeah.
Wait, how's he gonna kill Shadow of Yharnam? He just did it.
How'd he do it? I'm kind of curious.
You know there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah, does
He
he just
just
one
sat
shot
in
all
the
3 of
spot,
them?
And they all just kind of walked into the same spot and he went, and then killed them.
Shadows of Yharnam's a fun one.
That fight's crazy.
Yeah, when
In the right build.
I first played it, when I first played Bloodborne, I was like, holy heck, what is happening right now? But I did alright in this second run, so I like kind of remembered how I went about it the first time. Were you saying something about it, East? Maybe they cut you off.
No, I was just saying that it was crazy when I was doing my arcane build.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because all I had was HP, I wasn't really defensive, and I can't really defend myself while I'm in the middle of like, a lot of arcane attacks take a lot of time to do it.
Yeah.
Like there's one that's called Call the Stars, I think, and it's just, you sit there and you like, throw your hands open, and then like a whole bunch of these like bubbles come out of you, and then they just hone in on people. So that's like 5 seconds that you can't do anything. And you can't control where they go to. I mean, if you lock on, it like helps with sending them towards the right person, but during the Shadows of Yharnam fight, it's just like, you gotta be lucky.
One of them in Shadows of Yharnam, when you kill one of the 3, has like a sword and lights on fire. It's freaking epic. I was
It all
very
depends on the
invested when
first
they
guy
did
you
that.
kill.
Yeah, I think I killed the sword one first, like the one with like the big like katana.
Yeah.
Because he was the one that would aggro me the most, so I'd just visceral him.
There's one with like a candle.
Yeah, one just has a candle, and one like has like a like fireball throwing like move, and like I think also has like a little. The guy with the candle also has a little sword, and that's the one that lights it on fire. And then the fireball one just kind of gets bigger fireballs.
He shoots like 3 at a time or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Pew.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, I got him in the head for a good hit, and it did like a pretty good amount of like just one hit on his head did pretty good amount. Like 5 hits to the leg.
I didn't realize
think
Wicked
most-
Erica spawned around here.
I think most of the great ones have like an actual like weak point.
Yeah. I mean, I know the element they're weak to.
No, they have like a spot on their body that you smack them, and they take like a bunch of damage. Which do you have a certain ending in mind, Jack, or are you just kind of playing the game and seeing which one you get?
I didn't know. I guess I knew there were different endings, but I guess I'm going for true ending, I suppose.
There's one ending where it's like you have to play it in a very particular way if you want to
Okay.
get it. So if you're just playing the game, you're probably not going to get it.
Noted. I just kind of want to fight all the bosses, is what I'm going for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
then
then
you
you have
wanna
to do
go
multiple
for that.
playthroughs to do all the bosses technically.
Yeah.
technically, if you're doing the chalice dungeons, yeah.
I don't even mean chalice dungeons. There's one boss that's like
I haven't been
the
doing
final
any
boss.
chalice dungeon stuff.
There's like unique bosses in the chalice dungeon. Most of them are nothing, like pretty much, yeah, just nothing. But like, there are some that are like a fire dog and
I think I've heard of that guy.
the Yarnum Queen and shit like that.
Oh, Yarnum Queen, that sounds neat.
Yeah. Thank you, Gooby. Platforming in my Kingdom Hearts game.
Great one.
In my Kingdom Hearts.
Pretty cringe.
Yeah, kind of cringe, Brendan.
Sorry. Might
Fix
be.
it.
Might be.
Not cool, Squidward. Don't let it happen again.
Oh shit, no, I ain't running at you when you're rampaging like that, my friend. No, sir.
I'll be.
I'll run at you when you're doing this. Oh, and then you can just stomp on me. Yeah, that's cool.
Alright, treasure chest. I thought there was another. Theoretically, there should be another white mushroom around here. It's probably the best.
Cut your tail off, amygdala.
Garricus. Well, I thought Pinky Garricus was the guy for Atlantica, so it's interesting that it spawns here as well.
Oh, frick! I mean, it spawned a black hole at his feet.
Yeah, you do.
Didn't know you could do that, pal.
It's a special little move.
Yeah, the old razzle dazzle, one would say.
Yeah.
Ghost is playing TFT now.
Oh, is he? That means he lost a bunch.
Possible. Or he just doesn't want to do ranked because people are toxic in ranked. Regardless if you're winning or losing.
That's true.
Yep.
Where? Where is it?
What are you looking for?
Oh, I beat him!
You did
Oh,
it.
hey. Nice.
Yeah!
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. From what I can tell, like, he gets the points where, like, if you attack a certain part, like, it just stops doing damage, and I was doing that to his leg, and I was like, this isn't doing anything, and I went to his arm, and I did, like, a quarter, and he just died.
Yeah, Amygdala is, like, not
Very
difficult,
interesting.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I expect him to be a lot harder than just,
Yeah.
like, a couple recon runs, then I was like, alright, I think I get the gist of it.
You kind of just, like, sit underneath him and then you kill him.
Yeah, exactly. He kind of reminds me of Ganon from the end of Ocarina of Time, where you gotta, like, get under him, and just kind of beat him up.
Where the frick?
Is that like the cheese to fighting Ganon?
No, that's, like, how you fight Ganon.
Yeah, because you can only hit Ganon's tail.
Yeah, his tail's his weak point, so you gotta, like, dodge roll around him and, like, go. You can literally dodge roll, like, in between his, like, legs and then, like, beat the heck out of his tail. And that's kind of what I kept doing with Amygdala. I would just kind of dodge roll past him and then just beat up his legs and tail.
Yeah, because the first part of that fight is you smack the little orbs back at him or whatever, and they shoot with the arrows of light, right?
I didn't
Yeah, that's
even
the
bother.
Ganondorf fight.
Oh, we're talking about Ganon. I thought we were
Oh,
thinking Amygdala.
right.
I didn't even bother shooting anything with Amygdala here. I just kind of beat him up. Yeah, there's Ganondorf, who is different from Ganon. It's like two separate fights. It's not like one after the other either.
Yeah.
Well, it's one after the other, but it's not like a right when you beat Ganondorf, he becomes Ganon. It's like you have to do a whole transitional
Get
like
the
chase scene.
Escape of the tower.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Oh no, it's breaking. You gotta get out.
Alright, so now I only have.
Oh no, our table is broken.
Now I only have 2 optional bosses to do.
That's right.
I think I need to do some of the like mainline ones though, so I can get more of the.
You definitely have to do
rewards.
more mainline ones to do one of those optional
Yeah.
ones.
Like I think I get an umbilical cord from Mirgo's Wet Nurse when I beat her.
Good old umbilical cords.
I have 1 already, and there are like 4 I think, and like 1 is optional. So like to get like you need 3 to do stuff.
I don't know what this last white mushroom is.
Amygdala's chamber.
You
is
looking for a
the-
mushroom?
Yeah, I'm looking for a mushroom. He's like not showing up.
Okay. So alright, so yeah.
Shows
as well
up when
just
I
continue.
walk over here, but I don't know where he is.
I might as well just go for the cage guy.
Like, is there like a sound cue or something? Because I have the stream muted.
No, he should just be there. I thought he spawns in the boat, but he's not in the boat. I'm just gonna leave and come back. I don't actually like care that
Yeah, I
much.
was about to say, can you just like unload the area?
It might be
Okay.
glitched, yeah. Now I'll just spawn normal enemies, won't spawn the mushrooms. But that's fine, I honestly don't care. I was here for power shards anyway.
Brendan was here for the power. I
Stay
did
hungry
3
and
Bloodborne
devour.
bosses, dude.
I
did 3 bosses
Stay hungry,
today.
we devour. That's how it works. It's about power.
Stay hungry and devour. Put in the work. Put in the
Take
hours.
what's ours. Whatever. Whatever the words are.
Put in
That
some
one-
more in my veins.
That one where it's like Snorlax and Unite is like very funny.
Take our eyes off, and we'll take your face off.
He's just going. That's a good one.
And I have no desire to play Unite.
I would, if like Thomas or something was like, hey, you want to fuck around? I'd be like, heck yeah, let's go. But like,
Yeah.
not really else. Because it was fun when I played with you guys, but like, I'm not gonna play it solo.
I played it solo, and people just like don't know what they're doing.
I think the cosmetics are very cool. But
Cosmetics are
I'm not gonna buy 'em or
overpriced as shit.
anything. I'm never gonna buy them, but I'm like, oh, I think the like Chestoberry Snorlax is hysterical and pretty clever.
Yeah.
Give me the level.
I would play Unite if somebody was like, hey, you want to play Unite? I would do it. I haven't played since like 9 characters ago, so.
Yeah, honestly, same. Did they just release Trevenant, or is he not out yet?
Yeah, I don't know if he's out or not yet. They announced him, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know they announced him,
Mithril.
but no idea. I know Mamoswine came out and Sylveon came out.
Yeah, and Decidueye.
Oh yeah, I don't even know if I knew that actually, so maybe
Yeah.
not. Oh yeah.
Another Grass Ghost.
Where's Gary been around here? I haven't seen him in a Hunter's Dream in a little while. He's plotting.
I love the Hunter's Dream in a little bit.
It doesn't get like cracked once you enter like Blood Moon phase.
Yeah, it like changes a little bit every time you like do stuff.
I was not prepared for Upper Cathedral Ward when I did that.
Yeah.
There's like these like dudes that can like throw out like these like arcane magic blasts at you and like lock you in place, and they like literally suck the insight out of you. Like every time you get hit by one, you lose 2 insight. And I was like, Jesus, what is happening? And they do like a crap ton of damage. It's like an auto death.
Automatic kill.
It's like it's not like an auto kill, but like if you get caught in it, like they're probably gonna get you in it again.
Yeah.
Because like they just immediately are like, all right, you're out of it. I'm gonna send out the wave again. It's really tough.
Now I fall. Come in trio, slide down the slider. Pick up all the fruits on your way down to unlock up to 4 different paths. Clear all of them for reward. Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I have seen this video, East.
It's very funny.
Oh my god, this was on G. This was on G4.
I love G4.
I love how it's a boomer saying Kingdom Hearts 2 has screwed us again.
I remember this one time I was sitting in a call in junior year doing the stupid fuck frozen slide minigame in Kingdom Hearts 3 because you have to do it to get the ultimate weapon.
That's fun. Not really though.
That's terrible. Anytime you have to spend an Arendelle is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that world's awful.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad world. It was just poorly designed.
It's literally just the frozen mountain.
You just go up and down Grinch Mountain until you like finish it.
Yeah. entire plot of it is you just going, like, you go up the mountain, and then something knocks you back down the mountain, and then you go back up the mountain, and then something knocks you back down the mountain. And it happens, like, literally, like, 3 times. And then eventually, Sora's like, alright, let's go back up the mountain. And then you see Elsa getting, like, carried off by, the bad guy from Frozen. And then you're like, alright, never mind, we're going down the mountain. And then Donald literally goes, thank God. But also, apparently, it was supposed to be, like, they were gonna do a different thing for that world, originally.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What was it supposed to be?
They were gonna do, like, a, like, whole, like, dark Elsa thing, but then I think Disney was like, no, you can't make Elsa look like a bad guy. And it's like, that was literally what her movie was.
Guy.
I don't mean to.
Literally the original movie.
It's the same picture.
You guys literally did it first. You made the movie.
Have you watched Frozen?
The original storyline was Elsa as evil witch.
Yeah, exactly. Can't believe I dodged that. Oh, he was on the other side. It's hard. I don't know what button I just hit to go into full screen mode, but I want out. What did I do?
What do you mean full screen mode?
I'm in like this like zoomed in.
Oh god, no, I see it. You're in like first
I hit touchpad. That's when I accidentally hit that.
Get out of there, man.
I couldn't get the heartless.
Friend, get out of there.
That was ass. What was that?
That's not okay, man. Never do that again.
I'm actually offended by this game that it would think I want to do that.
I implore you to never do that again.
I implore you to reconsider.
Make your own ROM hack just so that can't happen. Just remove that from the code.
I made a Kingdom Hearts mod that just makes it so that when you press the touchpad, nothing happens instead of you going into first person. That's a stupid feature.
There's a petition to bring back a banned Skyrim mod.
Oh.
The name of the mod is called No Skyrim. And it's the game just crashes a whole bunch.
What an epic mod.
That's it. It just makes it that it kills the game immediately. You're not allowed to play Skyrim. We took it off Nexus mods, then people made a petition to bring it back.
Literally. That is so funny. Give me the Donald weapon, please. I'm pretty sure the weapon I have on Donald is probably already better than the wizard's staff or whatever, but like I want it anyways.
And people are wanting it back not just because it's funny, but because they're like, well, also for a funny reason, they're like, you know, it takes up so much memory on your computer to like download all these mods to see just how many your computer can run before it crashes Skyrim. So why not just download one instead?
Skyrim crash speedrun. Downloads no Skyrim.
What's the mod? What is the mod? So
It literally just makes the game crash when you start the game. That's it. You can't play the game.
Oh.
Now that is epic.
Oh shoot, if I'm gonna go to Halloween Town I have to mute the stream.
Oh yeah?
For some stupid reason, Tim Burton wants my ass. So
It's okay, just play a really loud MIDI version of This Is Halloween instead.
beep, beep, beep.
Don't say that, please.
Don't mind if I do.
Message Ghost about something.
I can't wait to see who wins the BGU.
gonna be Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, beating out Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh boy.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is like raising my electric bill or something. I don't know.
I installed the Switch version of Kingdom Hearts 2 and it started using my Switch to mine crypto.
It's kind of fucked up.
It is. That's why I uninstalled Norton, because Norton just like really quietly was like, hey, here's encrypt.
Yeah, I remember you were saying that.
Yeah, so like Norton literally just uses your computer to mine crypto. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm uninstalling. We're done here.
Very reasonable.
Oh, there it is. It's like, I think I saw a synthesis shard fall out somewhere. Then you take
I'm glad I'm not the only one that's stuck in my head right now.
Yeah, I was thinking in my head too.
It's like that part
Oh, this is
specifically
broken.
gets stuck in my head.
That's like the most memorable part.
What a great song.
I just found the one tweet, one shit post of the Snorlax doing it.
That reminds me, it's 10:26 p.m. It's time to post that one meme with the Titanic again.
Oh my god, please. I woke up this morning and I was like, I swear this has been posted at least twice.
I was like going back through shit posts like last night or something. I was like, oh, I have posted this like 3 or 4 times.
I just kept seeing it. This day in 1985, the wreck of the Titanic was found.
It's like not even a funny meme either. Like it's literally just stupid. Man, I really just want them to drop the freaking wizard wand. But it's not doing it, so I guess I'll go.
Glad you seem to like the bit that I did with it, Jack.
What'd you say?
I said I'm glad that you seem to like the bit that I did with it.
Oh yeah, I thought that was funny.
I opened up Google because I was like, oh, I gotta find a picture of Subaru. And then I was like, I sat there at the Google image like search bar for a second. I was like, I sure hope I don't see any spoilers. And then typed it in.
Yeah, I had to get, for like the like OST I sent you, I had to find one that didn't have like a spoiler background to send.
Oh man, Puck wearing boxing gloves, Jack. How could you?
Oh no.
Yeah, listen, that's in a non-canon OVA. It's fine.
God, go to hell. There's when me and Beth were watching Endgame the other day, there's a really funny bit at the end, near the end, when they do the blip, that there's a part where they're all like protecting themselves, and so like, you know, Thor stands in between like them and Rocket and stuff like that, and like Iron Man puts up a shield, but there's just a part where Hawkeye just like knocks an arrow on his bow, and it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, who's that for?
Hawkeye's doing his best.
I love Clint.
He's just
As
like, well, I got
always.
nothing else to do. That's do the thing that people know me for. If I die, be it known that it was with an arrow knocked.
So Beth introduced me to the fact that you can actually group watch things on Disney Plus, right?
Oh.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
So, is it like, how does it work?
You like get into like a lobby with people, and then
Oh.
anyone can like pause it at any time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you know you can screen share on Netflix?
You can?
Yeah, Jared and I did it last week.
Oh.
Like over Discord. I didn't think you could.
I thought it blocked it.
Yeah, I was like 100% sure to do, but no, we did, no problem.
Huh. What was the one thing
Wait,
we tried to
I know.
screen share where it blocked it?
I don't know, but we definitely did in the past, and it didn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Maybe they changed it.
But yeah, Jared and I were gonna watch something on Netflix, but he was like, I forgot my Netflix login, so we can use this. And I was like, I have my Netflix that we could use. So we did, and I was like, I don't know if we're with Discord though, and then it did. It's fine for like 10 hours.
You're finally getting into Avatar now.
Yeah, Jared and I actually finished Avatar yesterday.
Oh, there you go. You did it, Jack. Now no one can bother
Good
you
job,
about it
Jack.
anymore.
Kind of true, I suppose, but I liked it, so
That's good.
I'm still ruminating on my thoughts about it.
Ah, gotcha.
Like at the end, because like I just finished it yesterday. But Zuko is my boy. Like I can tell you that. Like I can tell you assertedly, like Zuko's arc is like the best thing in Avatar, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
no, you're correct.
Oh my god, it's doing it.
What's doing it? Crashing Skyrim.
Yeah. Oh my god. Please. Well, are we watching this or not?
What'd you pull up? I'm streaming. I'm not getting into the Discord.
He pulled up Dungeon Dice Monsters episode of Yu-Gi-Oh. Alright, I gotta go to bed though, so I cannot watch the Duke Devlin Dungeon Dice Monsters duel with you, unfortunately.
Good night.
Yeah, it was good hanging out with you guys. Good night.
Say I would be on tomorrow, but I am not. I will be at work.
Well, at least you didn't have time to lie.
That's true. I forgot that Jared just like binge his shows like super hard, so he was able to get through it like pretty quickly.
Yeah, but I also don't know where he has free time to do it.
Jared? Yeah, I don't.
He has like so many jobs.
Yeah, I don't think he sleeps. I think he said he's like, I barely sleep.
I don't understand.
I don't get how
anymore.
people can do that. Yeah.
Like, I get up relatively early. Like, I know that. It's just like I compensate by going to bed relatively early as well. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to. But I don't understand how him and Ghost can just be, and like Mitch as well, can just be like, yeah, I got a good 2 hours last night. Like, what?
What do you mean?
As far as I know, it's not even insomnia either. It's just like effectively by choice. Well, Ghost is just Ghost. But
Yeah. Ghost is You know what I'm saying?
the creature.
Dubious creature.
But the beast.
The
Very
beast.
icky. No good.
The beast is villainous by nature.
I showed that video to Kenny and she was like, I do not understand this.
Well, you see. I don't know if I have arrow arts already. I think I might. I'll just do it anyways.
I saw a Twitter post that was like the duality of every Kirby fan, and it was like two people responding to the tweet that showed off that little guy, and one person was like, it's so cute, and the next person was like, that thing is going to kill Kirby at the end of the game.
Nice.
It's real.
Yeah, because they're both right.
Yeah. Bro, he spans so much. Alright, well, that's all I want from those guys. I'm out!
They could probably pull off making Bloodborne cute if they put Kirby as the main character.
Yeah, I want to see Kirby with a tiny saw cleaver.
Not even, just put him in sword mode.
Yeah, just let him tear it up.
Yeah, now he has a gun, so he can do that too.
It's like the right kind of gun, too. You know?
I mean, and I didn't actually watch the trailer for where he uses it, but
He has like a
I saw it on
blunderbussy
the-
kind of gun, so
yeah.
it's literally
Always
perfect.
a
But it's like
blunderbuss.
pink, you know? So
Yeah.
I can turn back up the music.
They always do like blunderbusses when it's like cartoon guns because they just look
Like trumpets.
not as violent.
Yeah. Do 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 do.
think that Mogul is like, how did you guys get here? You just appeared in this room.
What the hell? Synthesize that. I don't know where to get a Fury Stone.
Oh, I watched a playthrough of Miitopia recently, and it made me really, really want to do a group playthrough of Miitopia at some point.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh
like
my God, that
silly,
game's so
right?
funny. It's hilarious.
I'm into it. Where do I get a Fury Stone? I don't know where to find any of these things. Frost Stone? Oh, I think that's the Monstro one. The Monstro one is like really hard on Fightstick because I need to use items. Oh.
There was one that I remember you talking about that was pretty difficult. I think it was in Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I don't have like the right arrow for it or something. The one in Neverland is terrible because it's literally just a balloon that flies away from you and then shoots you. And then if you don't catch up to it fast enough, it disappears.
How do you do that?
You have to use stop on it, I think. I recall correctly.
That's difficult with your setup, I'm guessing.
You just have to have a high enough level stop. Magic.
I see.
Which actually,
Which you said before, it's like you have to do a whole bunch of optional stuff to get that.
Yeah, you get
Right.
like level 1 from beating Monstro per stop. And then you get a stop upgrade from doing Winnie the Pooh stuff, and then you get a stop upgrade from beating a hidden boss. So... you know, there's that. Actually, I think I have to go this way. No, wait, I can go this way. I can go this way. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. I probably definitely would have like murdered Ansem if I just used this Keyblade. This one does way more damage. The other one did give me an extra MP. Hey, lucky me. Oh, I got a bright crystal. Lucky me, lucky me. Okay. Still didn't get the guardian shield like I wanted, but again, I think that is also a matter of not necessary anymore. Go. What's up, Beth?
Nothing much. Just drawing.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, drawing a few things.
Oh, that's cool. What you drawing?
People.
People?
Mhm.
Nice.
I would say you can see on Snapchat, but I sent you so many things that you have not opened yet, and you should wait until after stream.
Uh-huh. Got it. This is Pooh's house. I don't need to be at Pooh's house yet. I need to be at... I already did the bees. Oh, this is the swing one. Yeah, we can do the swing one. Eeyore's in the water! Oh, look, Pooh, something is floating this way. I think you're right, Piglet. What could it be? It's Eeyore. Eeyore's the only one of them where I look at him and I'm like, yeah, he's a stuffed animal. You know? Hello, Eeyore, if it is you.
Well, Pooh talks about his stuffing a lot. Piglet does not look like it. No, the kangaroo definitely looks like a stuffed animal to me.
Yeah. But like, Eeyore, literally, you can see the stitching on his face. Hello, Pooh, yes, it's me.
You can also see how his tail is literally pinned to him.
Yeah. You don't have to if you don't want to. There goes Eeyore. On his way to drown.
Where does tail go?
Hey, rabbit. Can I help with my carrots? Yeah, no worries.
Oh man, it's the time to play baseball against Pooh. Are you gonna push him off the bridge?
Don't tempt me. This is what you get for being free domain. Happy Winnie the Pooh Day, motherfucker. Get on the swing.
You only got an hour and 20 minutes left for that.
Hey, Eeyore. Okay, I just carried him out. Thank you, Pooh. Thank you, other you. You know, floating along out there, it seemed like something was missing, and something's still missing. You know what? Eeyore's tail is gone. Is that what's missing? Let's see. Yup, lost it again. Wonder where it went this time. It's not much of a tail, though I'm sort of attached to it. I don't know why anybody would look for it. Probably won't find it anyway. So why don't we all look for Eeyore's tail? Probably floated down the river. Lost something? I swear to God, this is Owl. God. Searching from a high place is the quickest way to find it. Owl, can you fly up high and help us find Eeyore's tail? No. Sorry, but my eyes aren't what they used to be. Too much reading, you know? What?
What a nerd.
I hate this guy. Whatever, good advice. Of course, you don't have to. You don't want to. See that swing up there? Take Pooh there. If you're a bit too big for the swing, but Pooh should fit nicely. I'll tell you more when you get there. Oh, I can't dodge
Okay,
roller super glide.
Wait.
What's up?
Go back over the bridge and lead him into the river. I want to see if this works or if this was just like some bug that was in the video that I just sent you. Because like, do you have to lead him over there or does he follow you? Is he gonna come with you?
I don't know, is he?
Does he? Because I just saw like, I just sent you a video where it's like Pooh follows you, and if you bring him into the river, it's funny.
He's like not moving.
Huh. I figured it would be that mission because you just said they get to bring him there, but
Yeah,
maybe it's a different one.
that's what I thought. He's just standing there blankly. Owl?
Oh, I know what you should have done while Simple and Clean is playing. You should have done the you should have done your lo-fi hip hop.
Pooh will target. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh okay, now I've got him.
To the river. Come along, Pooh Bear.
That was funny. Oh my god, I didn't hit touchpad. Oh, my foot hit the touchpad on the controller on the floor. I can't believe Pooh died.
Yeah, so the video I sent you is called Winnie the Pooh Dies and Is Reborn, and it's just that, but the guy like screams when it happens.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I'm gonna stream on my phone.
Don't play anything that'll get Brendan copyright
A
claim.
little too close to the mic.
Up the hill, Pooh Bear. This
You
better
sure
get me
won't
my
take it as
stop
content,
upgrade.
I mean? Can't you just like carry him?
No, I wish. Alright, Pooh, get in the swing.
What's the cinematic camera?
I don't know. Here's what to do. First, get ready to push. How? Like this. Like this. Then press R1 to give Pooh a push. Boop. Not bad, not bad. Here's the next step. Press R1 before he swings back to the bottom. Time right, Pooh will swing higher and higher. Try it. I'll help you with the time. Press R1 when I spread my wings. Push too soon, Pooh won't go any higher. Push too late, he'll go too high. Okay, when he goes back there. Meow.
Oh no, you killed him again.
Look, it's yours tail. That looks familiar. How's it looking? Firmly nailed into my ass, Pooh. Thank you. There we go. It's not much of a tail, but it's mine. Oh my god, dude, Eeyore was shaking it. He was throwing it back. Holy shit.
Yours throwing it back, man. That was a sight to see.
I wish we could put the 100-acre woods back the way it was too. Do I get a stop upgrade? Please. 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 Yes! I'm done. Get me out of here. How do I escape? Let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna head out for the night.
Okay. I should
Good
probably wrap up my stream, I suppose. It is quite late.
That was a big yawn.
Is Ghost still streaming?
No, he just turned off his stream like a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Horace is streaming if you want to raid him.
Who's streaming? Corey?
Horace?
Ah, gotcha.
Horace? You call him Corey.
That's his actual name.
Yeah.
He's doing 100% speedruns of Breath of the Wild practice.
Yeah. Save.
It's addicting to watch. In my opinion.
Speedruns?
The Breath of the Wild one.
His streams, yeah. His
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild streams.
It's all the collecting.
His chat is very active. It's fun.
Yeah, that's true. I wish I had a super active chat. But I just have you guys in voice call and it's the exact same thing, so.
Yeah. Alright, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I know I just saved, but I'm just checking again. Okay. Let's see. How do I do this again? I gotta go to Stream Manager. You notice that you're missing ad manager pool in his panel. Check and snooze your ads. Oh, okay, I'll add that. Why not? Why are these all not workable? Confused. Weird. I read.
Did you forget how to raid?
No, it's just like not working. Like
Do you not have enough people?
the stream manager's not working. Oh, there we go. I refreshed it. Now it's working. That was interesting. I mean, it's just gonna be like us two.
Yeah.
That's fine. Sending it over.
Let's go.
Read now. I'll end my stream